Hey guys, Block Squad 1000 here, and welcome back to some more The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we returned to Riju with the Thunder Helm after stealing it from the Yiga clan, and, well, now we have entered the Divine Beast Vah Naboris. We have made some progress, not quite as much as I wanted to, because admittedly, I don't remember crap about this dungeon since my last playthrough of this game. But I've gotten 2 of the terminals. There's still 3 to go. Now, where in the world? I know that there's something that we have to grab. There's like a metal. Oh, there it is. It's like an electric ball right here. You're going to want to carry this with us down here. There's actually a little hole in the ceiling we can fall through. And we're going to want to put it right here. Now this is a cool little part of the game that is kind of subject to a lot of experimentation. A lot of players don't really know the solution to this puzzle. And so what they actually tend to do is they tend to just take swords and other sorts of metal objects and take one of the balls and have it connect an electric current through the metal to the other side, and it actually works. That is an example of experimentation and just how amazing the physics in this game are, because you can literally just screw around with the physics for a while, and you can actually find a solution that works that isn't even the intended way to do it. It's pretty awesome. Now we have to try to find the other electric ball. I don't know where it is. What is this? What did I just do? Oh, okay. That was strange. Maybe it's over on this side, actually. Okay. First of all, I want to take out that eyeball over there. Hey guys, eat my lightsaber. Because I'm Link and I have a lightsaber, apparently. Welcome to Breath of the Wild, where it doesn't matter what time period this is set in, there's going to be technology, apparently. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I swear, I know it's somewhere. Just can't find it for some reason. Oh, there it is. Haha. Knew I was missing something. So we're just gonna wait for it to go up. And grab it. There we are. Sweetness. Okay. See, it's starting to come back to me. And that's going to open that up, and boom. There's our third terminal.
There are 2 terminals remaining. Stay focused.
Why, thank you, Urbosa. I will not let you down. Okay, we're gonna want to continue out onto this side of the Divine Beast, because this is the neck. Now this is one of my favorite parts of it, actually. You have to spin it, and if you spin it in one direction, it actually only spins that direction of it. If that makes any sense. So you spin it this way, and then that cog will start turning. If you spin it the other way, then that one will start turning. So now we're gonna turn it this way. We're going to line it up just perfectly. Like that. There we are. That sends the electric current through it. And now there's a little elevator. An express elevator to the head of the Divine Beast. Okay. Let's ride up. And there's going to be one of the terminals up there. It's kind of cool, actually. Alright, there we are. And now for the very last one, which...
Just 1 terminal remaining. You're almost
The very last
there.
one, which I wasn't able to figure out last episode. Also, I should seriously change my clothes. I'm still wearing the Gerudo outfit, and it just kind of looks a bit doofy. Let's put on something more appropriate, like a Hylian outfit and the Champion's tunic. There we go. Now we look like a hero. I don't know why I went this whole time without realizing that I was still wearing it, but I guess that's what happens when you're too busy thinking to realize that you're wearing clothes that don't really fit the situation at all. Okay. Is it gonna just spin around like that? Okay. Is there a way that we can make it go a bit faster? Guess not. Is there a... Guess we could just go down here. Take a little shortcut. There we are. So now we have to figure out how to get that terminal, which is on this one. Maybe we just have to ride this up. Maybe that's all we have to do. Because this is spinning now. I'm not really sure what is making it spin, but it's spinning, so let's take advantage of that. Excuse me. And we missed our ride. Okay. So, I really don't know why this one is so confusing to me. Let's spin this. Oh, almost fell off there. So, where is it? Oh, don't fall. Can't remember exactly. Oh, it's down there. Okay. So I'll spin this a couple more times. Oh, I fell. Damn it. And God, it's so hard to stay on it because it's spinning too fast. Okay, well, just keep messing around with it. This really is just. This is always what it's like with this one. I just have to just keep fiddling around with it until it works. Okay, where to go? Terminal is currently right. Okay, it's right there. Oh, spin it. Go, go, go. Don't fall. Oh, we made it. Okay. Thank goodness. And that is the last one. Sheikah Slate authenticated.
Well done. That was the last of the terminals. Now, you'll need to start up the main control unit. Take a good look at your map. Head for the glowing mark you see there. You're doing well, but overconfidence can be a deadly.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, lucky for us, the terminal, the main control unit, is right here in this very room. So I'm just going to actually open up this chest right here. Might as well. A knight's bow. And there's actually one more thing that I'd like to do before we get started on this stuff right here. I can remember exactly. Okay, I think what we have to do is line these up again. So it starts, I think it's going to open up that. You see that really, really bizarre tunnel right there? That's actually the inside of the neck. So, there we go, it opened up again. I kind of want to go do this now. Problem is, I'm not entirely sure how we can get inside. Oh, I fell. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's see. What if we were to ride this up? Probably won't work, but we'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of waiting in this dungeon, but that's okay. Patience is a virtue. And, you know, I mean, patience is a big part of Zelda games because it's all about... I don't know, it's funny. When I was younger, I never really played a Zelda game until I think I was 13 when I first played one. It's funny, or maybe I was 12, I don't remember. I got it in 2015. I got my first Zelda game in 2015, and it was Majora's Mask. But, yeah, I always imagined Zelda games just being these, like, games where you just take on an entire army and all this stuff. And when I first got a Zelda game, I was really surprised to learn that it's much more puzzle-focused than action-focused. And it's actually, I don't know, it's just a unique type of game. I mean, obviously, these days, I mean, it's just Zelda. It's not, like, super mind-blowing because, I mean, Breath of the Wild definitely changed the formula quite a lot, but I mean, it's not necessarily as if, like, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that, like, I guess it's not really that, Zelda is, something that is a super novel concept in that sense, because it's just a formula that's been it's been around since the 80s. I mean, But I don't know, I was very surprised to just learn that the series is not just you fighting a bunch of enemies and stuff. It's just this very unique type of game. And I really wish that there were more games like Zelda. But, you know, hey, it makes Zelda more unique. Now, unfortunately, the neck is actually still upright, so I don't know how I think we'll have to, if we want to get in... Okay. You know what? I don't want to... Okay, fine. We're just gonna have to ride up towards the neck and turn the knob again so that the neck goes down. Excuse me. I'm just gonna speed this up because I don't think you guys want to watch me ride it up again. It's gonna take a while. Alright, so I have made the neck lower down again, so now we can actually do this. That took a long time. But now we can finally find out what mysteries await us inside the camel's neck. There's a lot of lasers inside this neck, and poison. This guy needs to get that checked out. Okay. And does that do anything? Nope, it just clears all the guck out of there. And it's a night shield. Yeah, that wasn't super worth it, but it's a good shield, so we'll take it. You know what? I'll replace this one with this one. I'm just dropping a night shield for another night shield. But we're not going to want to equip a metal shield right now, because what we're about to do is, metal is not super advised. It's, you'll see. This fight that we're about to do right now, when this game first came out, was regarded as quite possibly the bane of most players' existence. This fight is really hard. Is it that hard anymore after a lot of experience? Not really, but it's still a pretty challenging fight, so I hope I can actually pull this off. Meet the Scourge of Divine Beast Vah Naboris, Thunderblight Ganon.
Stay on your edge, Link. This formidable adversary was made by Ganon, and brought me to a warrior's demise 100 years ago. Do not allow this to be your end. Fight for your life. And its death.
Okay.
This thing is fast. Watch yourself.
And they are not kidding, Urbosa. This thing is super fast. It moves in the blink of an eye, and it has electricity, which, well, as you can tell, is not a very good thing. Electricity can not only stun you, it can make you drop your weapons, and I think it only does that really if you have electric weapons. Do I want to use the Master Sword for this? It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's do it. It'll make this go a little bit faster, and I don't want to have to fight this, because fighting this thing for a long time, this is kind of an endurance test, really. So it's advisable to have the highest damage output possible. It's best to use flurry rushes or, in other cases, parries. Parries are kind of hard to time, but if you can do them, well, do them, because they can definitely pay off. You don't have to break through its shield. Anyways, here's phase 2. It's gonna electrocute its sword. That's fun. If you get hit by it, it's not gonna end well. I am going to want to eat something, because I think taking even just a couple hits is capable of killing me. You really don't want to underestimate this phase right here, because it does a lot of damage, and it is relentless. It's gonna drop these weird metal pillars right here. Gonna start calling down electricity onto them. We're gonna want to find where he is right now. I guess it's more of an it than a he. I don't really even know what it is. It's a creation of Ganon, so... Okay. Pick that up. and we're gonna want to. There we go. Yeah, it does a ton of damage. And wait, where'd he go? Oh well, I mucked that up. Okay. Yeah, that's how you do it. He won't. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah. See, he really just does not stop attacking. Okay. I want to try to pull off a parry here. Come on. Or at least a flurry rush. This is even worse on Master Mode when it has... Oh, yeah, okay, he does that. He will try to parry you. That's right, this time you're getting parried. And doing that will knock your shield away, and he will then just follow up with an attack. There we go, flurry rush time. Thought you could electrocute me, huh? Whoa, what was that? Okay. Come on, he's almost dead. If you have, if you have rubber armor, it is super useful to use that. Yeah, reflect that back at him. But yeah, if you have the rubber armor, it's super useful because he cannot... But I didn't really feel like using it because, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cheating. But here we go, we beat him. I wanted to fight him as normally as possible. If you do have any electrical protection, like potions or rubber armor, which negates the flow of electricity or whatever, then this fight will be actually pretty easy. And it's dead. That wasn't too bad. I was, it is crazy to think about when I first bought this game, and that fight just took me forever. But yeah, that's just what experience does. You get really good at this game. Nothing's gonna be too challenging. But there we go. Let's go and claim our reward. And then free the Divine Beast from Ganon's control. Let's go. Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this Divine Beast. Do you still wish to activate it? Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Link. Thanks to your valor and skill, my soul is free, and Naboris is ours once again. Which means that finally, we can complete what we started years ago. We Gerudo have no tolerance for unfinished business. I've waited so long for the moment to see you finally rush Hyrule Castle. As well as for the moment when I incinerate Ganon into a pile of ash. Which reminds me, I wanted to give you a little something. Please accept this gift, which has come to be known as Urbosa's Fury. It will no doubt be of use to you. Both you and the princess, I know you have suffered much regarding what happened to us champions. But this is how things had to happen. No one need carry blame. So please, make it clear so she understands that. Tell her to shed any worries. And let her know I couldn't be more proud of her. You take good care of the princess. Oh, and also, take good care of Hyrule. Naboru, legend of the Gerudo, celebrated over ages. And you, who were named to honor her. You are a legend as well. Isn't that right, Naboris? The bitter essence of defeat from a century ago still sits upon my tongue. But that is now in the past. It was written that Calamity Ganon once adopted the form of a Gerudo. And that will make this victory all the more satisfying. I like that. Now I can take this personally. Once we've established a lock on that thing, it will be up to Link to keep Ganon occupied until the moment we unleash our strike. That moment is going to be so delicious.
That was a bit of a lore dump. I will explain that in just a moment. But you got a broken skill! Urbosa's Fury, a destructive power born from the unbridled anger of the champion Urbosa, summons powerful lightning to the surrounding area. Trigger with a charge attack by holding Y. This attack, I'm just gonna say it right now, is extremely broken. It basically, you get 3 charges of it during a battle. If you hold Y, then a huge lightning bubble will surround you. And then you just release it, and then everything around you will just be stunned with electricity for somewhere around like 10 or 15 seconds. And it makes them drop all their weapons and everything, so you can just take their weapons from them while they're stunned. It's ridiculous how broken it is, but it's pretty awesome. So we have that now. And we're going to go over here and speak with Riju. Oh, you're back. I'm glad you're okay. Truly, I am. Naboris is no longer a threat to the town. I'm still worried about the larger threat to Hyrule, but at least my people won't be troubled by Naboris anymore. I want to offer you these as thanks for your help. I trust you'll accept them. These pieces of equipment are priceless treasures of the Gerudo people. They were once worn by Lady Urbosa. Since you and Lady Urbosa were friends, it's only right that you have them. Okay. Well, let's go grab those. We're gonna want to free up some inventory space for that. We don't need to get rid of any swords. What about? Okay, you know, I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna open these up now. So that's the Daybreaker, a shield this shield was cherished by the Gerudo champion Urbosa. The gold used to make it was handpicked to ensure design that is both lightweight and very durable. And as for the other, we get the Scimitar of the Seven, a famous sword once beloved by the Gerudo champion Urbosa. It is said that when Urbosa swung the sword in battle, her movements resembled a beautiful dance. Okay. Well, let's go put those on, because they actually look pretty sick. But anyways, I'm now going to explain that bit of lore that we got, right with that cutscene with Urbosa. So she did mention both Naboru and Ganondorf by name. Well, she didn't mention Ganondorf by name. She said that Ganon once took the form of a Gerudo. And, of course, that was Ganondorf. And this is kind of interesting because obviously the Divine Beasts are all named after other characters from other Zelda games. Most of them are important sages from the series. Like we had Naboris, of course, after Naboru. We had Rudania after Darunia, the Sage of Fire. And then we have Ruta after Ruto, the Sage of Water. And then we have Medoh, which is named after Medli from Wind Waker, the Sage of Wind. Or sorry, the Sage of Earth, not Wind. But the interesting thing is that, yeah, at first you just assume that this is some sort of little cheeky reference because this game has them all over the place. has references to the Zelda games. Just like all the areas are named after certain Zelda characters, which I have mentioned before. There's a lot of little subtle nods to other games. But it's fascinating that in the game it is actually acknowledged that they are in fact named after these characters from the past. And so the other thing about Zelda, at least this game, is that the writers essentially wanted to streamline the Zelda timeline, because obviously the Zelda timeline is kind of convoluted as hell. The games all take place in very strange orders, there's timeline splits and all that. But this game was designed with the intention of sort of streamlining it so that there's sort of almost like a new continuity that doesn't really require you to have any sort of knowledge of previous games. In fact, this game is implied to take place so far in the future that all the other games are literally referred to as the era of myth, where it's not even known whether they even happened or not. In chronological, like not necessarily if they aren't canon, but just that the people generally don't know if the events of the past even happened because they were so long ago. But it's pretty interesting how they actually reference Ganondorf, because it does mean that, well, he is remembered, and that they acknowledge Naboris. I don't know, I just find it interesting that they do actually acknowledge the timeline there. Because, I mean, in this game, it's not necessarily acknowledged all that much, because it doesn't matter in the context of this game. But yeah, so that is a little bit of lore that ties this game into the overall timeline. Kinda cool. Not super important, but I just thought it was interesting to point out, because, I don't know, when I first played the game, I was very surprised to see them just straight up acknowledge events from Ocarina of Time. But, especially considering the fact that Ganondorf is currently dead in all the timelines. He died in the adult timeline in Wind Waker, and he died in the child timeline in Twilight Princess. And, well, Ganondorf isn't even in this timeline. He's Ganon in this one. He was never Ganondorf in the Downfall timeline. But, yeah, so that's that. Well then, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Next time, I don't know. We will have to find something to do, because once again, we don't really have any clear set goal. But we're going to get some shrines, and eventually we will head off in this direction towards the final Divine Beast. See you guys later. Bye.